Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson now, throwing again. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Here's Procise. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check pass.
They run for it with Carson, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
57 Mike 57.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, it leaves folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
44.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gauding.
Hey, shoot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. There we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Roethlisberger.
This has to go down as one of the simple.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. He hits his running back, precise. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around. Partner,
I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 61 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. For the first play of the drive, loss 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Run fast. Y'all playing the wrong football. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone